Oh, baby. Jesus Christ, that's a big sheep. God forbid if I hear that noise at 3 o'clock in the morning. And she's done, complete. The first camp with the car camper setup finished. Can't tell you how good this feels. I've done some final little finishing touches today on the car, especially on the back kitchen setup, just making it look a little bit more kitchen-like, I guess, whereas before it was just plank wood. I'll show you a little bit of footage now, actually, of what I did earlier on today. So with a little help from the family, I started preparing the wood for a thick coat of white primer. My son instinctively knew his dad was terrible at DIY, so decided to take over. He knows the score. Then as the paint was drying, I cut some insulating wall carpet to the shape of the bed to give it that final finish. Just while I'm doing this final part of the car camper build, got to say a huge thanks to Dave Outdoors for donating most of the stuff that I'm finishing off the car with. The carpet, the adhesive, a couple of suction cups for the windows just in case I need them in the future. So cheers Dave, thanks for donating it. So I've sprayed both the wood and the material, one vertically, one horizontally, giving it a couple of minutes just to get nice and tacky. That's what the instructions say on the tin at least anyway. And yeah, it goes quite quick, that adhesive stuff. I've nearly used a whole can just on putting those two things together. Now I just need to slowly start trimming it to the contour of the bed. That looks a hell of a lot better. So where are we off to test out the completed setup? Well, tonight we're going to a beautiful spot right in the heart of Shropshire on a place called the Longmin. Now I've been to Church Stretton before. If you've watched a few previous videos, you'll know that I actually went to Church Stretton not that long ago and went up Cardinal Valley, but I didn't go up on top of the Longmin, which you can actually get up on and drive up. So that's where we're going to go tonight. We're going to stop off at the local co-op just down in Church Stretton, get some dinner for tonight. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to have yet. I'm going to see what takes my fancy in the shop. I'm kind of feeling fajitas. I've got some cheese and I've got some Cholula hot sauce with me in the back here. But anyway, let's hit the road. Let's get down to Church Stretton and get into the heart of the Shropshire Hills. Right, what does it say? 50p per hour, minimum charge 1 hour. Surely you haven't got to pay if you're a customer. Let's go ask. Let's go ask.
I think you get 15 minutes free.
Do you?
And then after that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate that. Cheers, thanks.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, you get 15 minutes free, so we've got to be quick. Wow, that's surprising. You can't actually get free parking if you're shopping at the co-op. It's a bit of a silly policy, but hey ho. Excuse me, buddy. How much is that one?
How much?
Yeah. It's not £4, is it?
Yes, it is, mate.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. £4 for diced chicken breast. Don't think I'm going to be buying that. Let's have a look here. Chicken breast strips, £2.70. Okay. That might be a bit better. Here we go, fajita mix. I think we'll go for the co-op own. See what that's like. Ancient grain? What's ancient grain? Someone leave a comment. What is ancient grain? Never heard of ancient grain before. Let's get out of here quick and get the free parking. Got an onion, got a pepper, got some chicken. We're good to go. Fingers crossed. I've only been 15 minutes. Jesus, can't believe that. If you're shopping at the co-op, you don't get free parking. That's terrible. So we're just heading up a single track roadway now, coming up from Church Stretton called the Burr Way. I definitely wouldn't recommend this for any large motorhomes. It's a bit sketchy when you're even in a car, so to come up in a big vehicle probably isn't a great idea, but you do get some absolutely incredible views. And I'm quite glad to say that the roads have dried up a little bit because we had a bit of rain earlier on. There's a couple of sheep there. It's a common sight in Shropshire. The car's struggling a little bit, but just before I forget, there's something I'll mention to you guys. Now that the car camper is completely finished, we've got all the kitchen in, we've got the bed in, we've got the fridge in. I want you to leave some comments below on some name suggestions. What should we call the car? What should her name be? She's a her. But leave a comment below, what do you think? We're in luck. Not a soul in sight. Absolutely brilliant. Now, for those self-build campers out there, I've got a little tool for you that you can download off the Google Play Store. It's called Bubble Level. It comes with a couple of ads. It's free. This is what I use to check if my bed's level. And that will do me just nicely. Right then, let me show you the setup for tonight. Okay, so before I actually show you what I've done to this table, I'm just going to say that I'm rather impressed with it, all right? You guys might not be, but I think I've done quite well here. Now, from the previous video, you would have seen that it was just a piece of wood that folds up in the back, but I think I've spruced it up a little bit to make it look a little bit more kitchen-like. All right, you ready? Okay, here we go. Ta-da! What do you think? Little fake marble PVC top, we're going to call it. It's not the best job, and it was definitely done in a bit of haste today. I've used a bit of the leftover adhesive that I put on the bed base there, just to try and stick it a little bit better. That looks a hell of a lot better than just plain wood. I've used the white primer on top here just to give that a little bit of a better look, as opposed to just plain wood again. And yeah, we've got our little worktop now. A lot easier to cut on as well, and it can wipe clean a lot easier. So hopefully this will be a game changer tonight. Right, let's get dinner on, because I think the wind's picking up a little bit, and I want to have food in my belly before I have to hunker down for what I think is going to be probably a little mini storm, because the clouds are looking quite ominous. Bit of rain, bit of wind tonight, but we should be all right. Let's get this chicken cut open. Oh, I think we've got another car coming up here, possibly. I couldn't believe the price of the small pack as well of diced chicken from the Co-op for £4. Since when has chicken become so expensive? I know the world isn't exactly in a very healthy place right now, but I didn't think I'd ever see a small pack of diced chicken for £4. Maybe diced lamb, but not chicken. This is probably the best place I've been to cook yet. Not just because I'm stood out the back cooking my dinner tonight, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And you actually get to feel like you're part of nature when you're actually outside the car. Actually feels quite nice. Our chicken is seasoned. Certainly smells spicy. And by the way, for anyone wondering about all the kit that I'm using in today's video, whether it be the Ridge Monkey, the stove, the gas, I will leave a link in the description below for you to check out all of my camping gear, if you so wish. Pepper, red onion, and marinated chicken. That is going to be delicious tonight. Oh, baby. If only you guys could smell what I'm smelling. It's actually quite surprising as well, actually, how easy it is to keep things quite sanitized and clean. Like, I've literally got a small chopping board to wipe clean now, and that's it. And if I was in the back of the car, I'd have things everywhere. I'll be dropping things like I have done in the past. Whereas this actually just feels like a traditional cooking setup. It's not a big setup, but it's enough to get one hob, a chopping position, little sauces at the back here, my water bottle, some hand sanitizer. I've got the wraps in the back with some cheese. It's just about perfect to cook a small little meal, an individual meal for me when I'm on a camp. Look at that. Nice white flesh on the chicken there. Brilliant. Can you smell it? Don't think you'll like this. Think it'll burn your mouth off. Yes, yeah. It's for me, not for you. Great. Now, I've never really been very good at wrapping wraps. So we're just gonna play it by ear and see how we go. I'll have to do, I guess. It's the only thing about being a YouTuber is that the minute you start getting a camera out is the minute you are no longer inconspicuous. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is inconspicuous, but you just attract so much more attention when you're filming. This is looking good. This is looking good. Have a gander at them bad boys. I am really sorry. I do apologise. I had a couple of bites without you. I couldn't resist. Just look at the inside of that. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, I think this is a moment for me. I'll leave you guys for a minute. I'll finish the rest of my dinner. I'm back with you in a sec. Jesus Christ, that's a big sheep. God forbid if I hear that noise at 3 o'clock in the morning. There we are. All done. All packed away. Not bad, eh? No one would ever think that someone just cooked chicken fingers here. Right, I think as soon as we've got a bit of daylight left, I think it calls to go for a little explore around the local area. I'll see what walking routes we got on. Not going to go for a big walk. This is just a local jaunt for me in Shropshire, just to try and test out the car kitchen in the back there. It's definitely done what I hoped it would, which is make the cooking experience an absolute game changer. But I'll grab my coat on. It's getting a little bit chilly now. Park the car up a little bit better, try and get somewhere flat, and then we'll go for a wander. So just leaving the safety of the car for a bit. As soon as we've got a bit of light and these beautiful landscapes around us, why not go for a little walk? Got the car park just over my left shoulder. Met a lovely couple, a gentleman called Michael, I believe his name was. He's flying his drone up above somewhere as we speak. He's a drone enthusiast like me. I just got the Mini 2 up and did a bit of flying, and he saw me flying and came over. So hello to you both if you're watching this video. I did tell him the channel. Whether they remembered Brendan Explores, I don't know yet, but if you are watching, and it was lovely speaking to you. Oh, wow. I don't know how close you can see him, but there's a couple of wild horses over there. So beautiful. This is when he does a big steamy crap on my shot now. Do you think this is beautiful? No, just me being silly. I think this calls for a little sit down, I think. Yeah. Here we are, back home for the night. Right, just while I get this time-lapse sunset, I think it's time to get a hot chocolate on the go. Starting to get a little bit nippy now. Got the coat on. Time to get a hot drink, I think. Nice. Look at that. Looks like the gates of heaven. Breathtaking. And there we are, the sun's tucked itself behind the clouds. I don't think we're going to see a full sunset. What a beautiful skyline. Time to get everything packed away and get in the back. Might even get some heating on, I think. I'm in two minds whether to boil some water for a hot water bottle or not. Don't really want to be doing that at 1 o'clock in the morning if I get too cold. I think we might be all right though. I'll run the engine for a bit, get a bit of heating on. And hopefully that residual heat might just do us. Brilliant. There we go. Wow. Probably the best night's sleep I've had in the car so far. I'm talking a bit quietly because there's a couple of vans around. If they're still in bed, I don't want to disturb them, but yeah, good night's sleep. Really nice and peaceful. Hardly any noise all night. The only thing I did hear, or I was a little bit sketched out about, was that I thought I heard footsteps all night around the car. But then this morning, when I looked out the window, I noticed there was a family of sheep rubbing up against my car. So the car was rocking. I had no idea what was going on. Doesn't look like they're causing any damage to the car. It's all right then. Okay, we're lit. What's this one? Another freebie from Dave Outdoors, I think. Double choc mocha, that'll do, mate. I'm going to enjoy my porridge. Look at that incredible view. Enjoy the rest of my drink. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment below, tell me what you think. If you've got any more suggestions on locations I can go to, drop them below or leave them on my Instagram. I'll just pop it down here. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day and get out there. Enjoy the great outdoors. I'll see you in the next video.